Well, hey guys. Good morning. Hope everyone's all doing well. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Um, this weekend I participated in the Global Game Jam, which was super fun. And also a lot of work. I am very tired. How's it going? Who's all here? Hey, PP Mun, Shay Max Wolf. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. So today I thought I'd just take it easy. I thought we'd just do a drawing that doesn't matter. So let's get started. Hey guys, good morning. Hope everyone's all doing well. Everyone's talking about my boyfriend, so I thought I'd draw him. I'm not sure why everyone's talking about Robinhood lately, but I thought we'd do a little Robinhood drawing. How you guys all doing? Anybody up to anything today? Seems a little quiet today, which is totally cool. I was looking forward to a chill drawing stream anyway. Wasn't super feeling like streaming if I'm honest, but I thought it could be fun anyway. Hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, as far as Robin Hood's legs, they were kind of confusing me. Not sure if I'd even keep him in the picture, but it could be useful to learn how to draw him anyway. So he's got his his little tunic here. You know what would probably be helpful is toning this down and scaling our brush down, grabbing like a red pencil here. Hey, Cool Pop, how's it going? I'm just indicating his rib cage here like this. He's got his rib cage. Just trying to figure out like the dimensions of him. So his rib cage is facing up this way. Doing like the halfway marks like this can be a helpful way to indicate like the perspective of a character and where the clothes should sit on the character, stuff like that. And also where the halfway mark is, so you know, you get features like eyes lining up or you know, the shoulders and stuff. Give him that nice contrapposto. One shoulder up, one shoulder down, which means his hips would be facing the other way, like so. And for hips, I usually do like 2 dinner plates next to each other, something sort of like this. For guys, they have taller dinner plates that are closer together. For women, they have more shallow dinner plates that are further apart. And that gives them those big wide hips that are so much fun to draw. Then we put in his spine here, like this. Hey, Pyro Ripper, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing well. Anybody get up to anything fun over the weekend? Yeah, like I was saying, we did a game jam. We made a game in 48 hours. It was crazy. I can't believe we pulled it off. It'd be fun to show off. There's still some tweaks that I'd like to get finished before showing it off. But it's really fun. It's a cute game. I think you guys will really like it once it's in a place I can show it off to. But yeah, so I was busy doing that over the weekend. It was super fun, super busy. Let's see, so then we've got his hand down here. The sketch is getting a little messy. Usually I like to do other colors for the limbs and stuff, but this is probably okay for now. And then for his legs are like let's see, if we divide him up like this, his legs are down here, his hips are down here, rib cage, head. So his legs are about maybe 40% of his body rather than the usual 50%, so maybe they'd be sitting down around this area like this. He's got those cloth like elf boots. He got them Link boots. That'd be cool. Draw Robin Hood as Link. I don't think that's what I'm gonna do here, but that would be a cool thing. Also, like since his hip's going up, Usually with the part where the hip's going up, that's the leg that would be straight, like this. That's the one supporting all the weight of our character. So it'd be something like this. Also, never draw straight bones. That's a bad habit I learned from old drawing books, is you'd see a lot of like skeletons that look like this, which is like really straight bones, and it's like, don't do this, don't do this, it looks bad. Like, every bone has natural like curve and rhythm to it. Good habit to get into, drawing your bones with curves. Gums, hello, hi, hello. Me too, Gums, it's been so long. I can't believe how long it's been. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope everyone had a good weekend. So yeah, his legs are confusing. Back to that. Maybe we'll have this leg bent a little bit and going up. His tail's huge. I also don't have any full body reference of him. Be easy enough to find, just I don't have it on hand at the moment. I'm not exactly sure what his legs look like. I'm just kind of making a sort of a guess at it. Something like that, and then his tail would be coming down through his spine like this. So there's a rough skeleton that we can reference now, at least. Should help us keep portions and stuff a little bit easier to keep track of. And then here's our sketch drawing that we're working on. Let's go back to our black color here. Start with 100. Nice big brush so I don't get caught up in any details. This is fun. This is super relaxing. I like drawing my boyfriend. Hey, Pootis, how's it going? And Vivestus, hi, hello. For some reason, I'm being redirected to watch Linvolin stream. I thought that's what was happening. I did an unhost. Let me try again. It says no channels being hosted. Yeah, Twitch is being weird. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Is everyone else having that hosting problem too? That's super weird. Yeah, I noticed it was still hosting when I started the stream and unhosted like 10 minutes ago. But maybe it didn't go through. Oh. I don't fucking know. Thanks for telling me. Mushroom Madam, hi, hello. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, I had no idea. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, the auto host is being buggy? Weird. Oh, I'm glad you guys are here now. Hi, hello. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Good day to you all. Yeah, that was super weird. Kind of. What? Mush! Holy shit!
Well, happy February.
Ah, fuck, it's the first of the month. That means responsibilities. Thank you, Mush, I appreciate it. 41 goddamn fucking months, that's a lot of months. Thank you. Really appreciate your friendship and everything. I appreciate that much more than any monetary support, thank you. Enjoy your butts, enjoy the secret Discord room. It's goddamn February already. You're is welcome. What was I gonna say? Oh, since you guys probably didn't hear me earlier, what'd y'all get up to? Anybody get up to anything? I did a game jam over the weekend. I'm beat to hell. I'm super tired. So I thought we'd just do a chill stream and just draw my boyfriend for the stream. But yeah, we made a game over the weekend. In like 48 hours, it's crazy. I can't believe we got it done. Mitchie, thank you for the host. Thank you, appreciate it. It's not to a point where I'd want to show it off yet. There's still some fixes I'd like to get done first. But once it's done, I'll play it on stream. We'll make our own stream category on Twitch and and play it. It's I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Thank you, Mitchie. It's snowing again? I should check outside. I don't think it was snowing here. I think it was just the usual Portland rain, like usual. I need more canvas for his big giant tail. Where is my canvas? Change canvas size. Like that. Select the stage. Legendary Buddhist guy. All I did today was watch the newest episode of Attack on Titan. Yeah. Alex was talking about that over the weekend. Apparently it's like super disappointing. I don't really know much about it. He showed me the theme song with a lot of like reused animation and a lot of like rotoscope stuff. Yeah, I have no idea. I've watched the first few episodes. It's a pretty cool show. I never feel like watching it. It's one of those shows where I never feel like watching it, but when I do, I'm really happy that I do. This is too intense, man. It's so heavy. You baked a loaf of bread? That's cute, Mitchie. That sounds fun. Was it like sourdough or anything like that? Oh yeah, he has his little quiver back here. I started drawing this as a joke, and with how the internet is, it's been like 3 days, so now the joke is way past due. I was just gonna post and be just like, why is everyone talking about Robinhood all of a sudden? Is it just me? I'm out of the loop. This is me pretending to be out of the loop and drawing a thing unrelated to the thing everyone's talking about. But yeah, the joke's passed, so it doesn't work anymore. It's awesome so far. I said that because I'm now depressed. That's exactly it, like, I never feel like watching that show. It's so good, though. Hey, Pyro. Thank you for redeeming your highlight my message, even though it makes no difference. I read everybody's message, or try to. Yeah, that's just what I heard, is like, the animation's a lot different. I have no idea. So you'd see the bottom of his quiver here, like that. Let's make them nice and pointy arrows. Ka-chow! Make them interesting to look at. Ka-chow! Okay, that's probably good enough, like, rough sketch. Kinda happy with that. Maybe give him more fur on this side. So this is the first pass that I do usually, is like, I take a big brush and make a really generic sketch. I try not to do any, like, details or anything. Flip it back and forth, make sure it looks good from both angles. That's important because it turns off the symbol drawing that we tend to do, like the whole thing, like, this is an eye, this is what an eye looks like, but then you flip it and it's like, it's no longer an eye, it's just a picture. You can kind of see where things went wrong and fix it up. So that's why flipping is important. Just to keep you from doing that symbol drawing that's so easy to do. Especially if you're not thinking about it. Hold on, the chat didn't scroll. What were you up to, Mush? Drew my favorite D&D character. That was my weekend. Oh, that sounds fun. That's cool. It was looking really good last time I saw it. Failed at my avatar. He looks like he's walking. I don't think I've seen that again. Or, I don't think I've seen that yet. That sounds cool, though. That sounds fun. I always like your drawings, Mush. You guys don't follow Mushroom Madam, go give her a follow. Go check out her Instagram. Go check out her Twitters. So that's my first sketch. So for the next sketch, I usually grab a more detailed brush and do a layer on top. And then just figure things out a little bit more solidly. This will take some brain power, so I'll probably be a little bit quiet for this stage. So I'm not really cleaning up, I'm more just like figuring out the final look of the thing. And then after this stage is when I'll do the final line work. He's got a happy little muzz like that. Something like that anyway. Foxes are tough. They have very like narrow snouts. Like I tend to draw foxes almost looking like wolves. They have very narrow noses though. That's kind of hard to capture. You know what game this is from, Gums? I like the song. I have no idea what game it's from. This is the bop, as the kids say. Oh, you're doing V-Roid? That's awesome, Mush. Does that mean you're gonna stream? Does that mean we're gonna get a Mush stream? One can only hope. Hope and pray. Yes, hello? Talons in hand, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Let's see, and then his hat goes over like this. I think I drew his hat initially too big, so let's make it a little bit smaller, like that. Is Mario Kart? Sounds like it. Told you I'd be quiet. Furry heads are hard to figure out, man. Hey, Nicolanho, hello. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Hello, hi. And, one Yeetal Sir One, how's it going? I guess. How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Just chill drawing day today. Mitchie, let's see. Let's see, I might have missed a bunch of stuff. What the heck? Sorry, I'm like super tired too. I haven't gotten much sleep. I'm curious about your V-Roid stuff though, Mush. That sounds really cool. Yeet, if we could keep the spam to a minimum, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. Most kind of comes out a bit too far here. Nothing wrong with spam. I love memeing it up. Just as long as it doesn't flood the chat. Let's bring this in a little bit. It's trial and error. Let me ask you, did you get the shrimping effect that Pren was getting in her thing? Were y'all just straight shrimping? Not sure what to do about his eye on the other side. Hell yeah, I want to see Mush. Show me that VTuber. She made Super Saiyan hair. That sounds fun. Just T-posing. Dude, I've never seen a T-posing VTuber. That's a great idea. That's a great idea that's not a great idea. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that face. Let's do his shoulders next. I feel like shoulders are a big part of what makes a character. Also, like, strange fact, I've never drawn Robinhood before. Smooperva, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Let's see, maybe bring his collar down a little bit here. Like that. And then stuff like, things like this that go over his clothes. Like, two things I try to keep in mind is to make them three-dimensional. Like, you know, instead of just drawing a line for these stitches, I try to make them, like, actual three-dimensional shapes. And then also, like, the curve that they follow on the body should kind of show, like, the volume of your character. Things like, stitching, he's not gonna have stitching here, but just like as an example, like stitching along the side of like a sleeve or something like that can really add a lot of volume to a character. Just kind of show like, you know, what these volumes look like. Stitching can be a nice detail for that sort of thing. Let's see, so for his shoulder, have it like that. And instead of bending that way, let's have it bent that way, like so. And have his chest sticking out. Meep, meep, meep. I like this song. This sounds familiar. I can't place where it's from, though. It sounds very WarioWare. Hey, Smooper, how's it going? Thanks for joining in my stream. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know if chat's covering it. Trying not to do that. Need to watch some vids on the hair editor for sure. Did figure some of it out on my own, though, so I was still proud of that. That's good. I'm doing alright, Smooper. Wasn't really sure about streaming today, actually. Was feeling kind of like, bleh. But, and it's kind of my rule not to stream when I'm not in a good mood, but, you know. I thought it could be fun, too. And I wanted to do something, like, pretty low-key, so we're just drawing something just for myself, just for fun. Might not even post this anywhere. But, but yeah, you know, drawing with you guys always cheers me up. I'm not sure I like his thumb there. Let's do a little bit of his fingies. His fingies. His fingies are going to be hard to figure out. They're kind of like, square sausages. So maybe doing like, a little rough underneath it would probably help. I like that for the start of it. Hey CJ, how's it going? Appreciate it, Smooper. That's pretty few and far between. I'm pretty happy overall in general, so it's okay. I'm a very lucky boy. Let's see. Let's do his palm here. I think the thing for me too is like people assume that I'm like happy all the time from my stream, which I usually am. Like if I'm happy on stream, it usually means I'm happy IRL. But it's not always the case, and I like being like upfront and honest about that too. I think that's important to kind of just be like, it's okay to be down every once in a while, as long as like you're not being too hard on yourself or like hurting yourself or other people, you know, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. The brain needs some hair. That's a gross thought. The hairy brain. Let's see. Let's get his knuckles in here. Does he have 4 fingers? I think so. I don't think he has the cartoony 3-finger thing. So usually for hands, I like to figure out the index finger first, and then the pinky finger. Or, you know, like the outer fingies. In this case, you don't really see the thumb, so I do the index and the pinky. For a different kind of hand, I'll, like, draw sort of the webbing in between the thumb and the forefinger. Sort of helps me figure out a hand from that sort of pose. And you know, you can draw in your other fingers here, like that. So yeah, usually I'll draw like this part first if I'm figuring out a hand from that angle. Yeah, but like I said, I'm pretty much happy every day. I've got a good life. I'm very lucky and privileged in a lot of ways, and I try not to take it for granted. Thanks, Talents in Hand. Appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that. I like the people that hang out here. It's a really good community. Good folks. Let's see. So I kind of wanted this pinky tucked in, and this one coming out a bit more. So it's like his knuckles, and then we've got his... And usually for middle fingers, like the ring and middle finger, I'll usually bunch them together, just for simplicity's sake. And I think it looks more appealing. It's sort of an anime thing, but our fingers in real life tend to do that too. Oh, I didn't know there was a lovely command. That's awesome, Mush. I forgot about that one. It's a really good command. Not sure what direction his fur should go. I have it drawn out this way. Maybe that's okay for now. Leave it like that. And then for his other hand, we've got... So one bone that people tend to forget about or not draw is the wrist bone. Like, oh my gosh, drawing this bunch of bones here where the wrist is can be super helpful. Like, there is like a separator between like the forearm and the hand. Like, I know for me, just speaking from my own experiences, like, drawing the hand just immediately connects into the forearm, you know, just like that. Which probably looks fine, TBH, but having that extra, like, just flat area right there where the wrist bones are, like, so nice, so nice. I give you the thumbs up, the A-OK sign. Can be kind of helpful way to figure out hands too. His hair could be blowing in the wind? Yes. Let's give him, like, flowing Fabio hair. What a gorgeous creature. Alas and alack. His hair, it blow in the wind. Oh, perfect. We nailed it. That is a good suggestion, though. That would definitely give more visual interest to it for sure. Make it not look so static. And usually for these fur tufts, like on furry characters, I'll usually just put them on the elbows, like in the parts where they bend. Just on like things like shoulders and elbows are really good places to put those little tufts like that. It's really easy to overdo fur. It's really better to keep it subtle, from what I find. Hug command's great. Love the hug command. Equally good and lovely. Again, drawing like halfway lines to kind of keep an idea of the volume. So his thumb would be coming out here. This is like the side of his thumb here. And he's gripping onto his bow, so his bow should definitely be going through. Do I have something I could grab onto? Something that's my own reference. don't underestimate like drawing your own hand and how useful that is. Let's see, and then have the top of his palm going out in this direction like this. Kind of keeping it the same. His hair. This is cracking me up. So actually we'll keep that there. And then drawing his knuckles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And same for we were talking about making all your bones curved. Same for like knuckles. Like instead of having knuckles go along a straight line like that, like put them along a curve. Give them some energy. Have them going along a curve, either like this way, or I've seen people draw knuckles like convex, concave. I'm not sure how you'd say, but that can look really good too. In fact, I think I might do that here. I kind of like the way that was looking. So let's curve out his knuckles down that way. And then just indicate his bow, like so. So all this blue stuff is just for my own reference when I do the tie-down layer. I kind of got a little carried away with it. Did more detail than I usually do, but that's okay. Hey Mohammed Mir, how's it going? Hello. Hello, hi. Oh, chest tufts are great. Chest. Can we get a shout out for chest tufts? Then let's have his thumb down like here. And then let's see if he's grabbing it. And it's mostly going this direction. His first finger. Let's see. Maybe really grab it. Really have it turn like that. Yeah, this hand's a bit tough. I think I'm gonna draw it in like this, do a new layer on top, and then give it a second try. Iterative drawing is super important too. Like, that's something I learned from Sykra's video, I think. Where, you know, I always thought like you should draw something once and try to draw it as good as you can. But really, like, you learn a lot when you draw something once and then you draw it again, and then again, and then again. And even for something small like this hand here, I think would be super helpful. So let's lower that opacity. We've got the general silhouette of what the hand looks like. You know, it's index finger and then knuckles, sort of like that. So let's just add a bit more detail to it. So let's see. First, we draw the top of the palm like this. Palm looks like a house. Sort of like a house. And then the thumb comes out from the house like so, like a triangle. Like that. Woo! Woohoo! I love this woohoo music. So thumb, like that. Here, let's kind of nail that down more so we can see what we're doing. Thumb goes out like that. And then palm goes over the thing he's grabbing. So there'd be a little bit of curve here, like that. Knuckle, and then fingy. Something like that, and then his other fingies going in like so. Let's make it a bit more angled, make it a little more interesting. think his thumb needs to tuck in. I have it like coming out. Let's tuck it in instead. More like that. There. That looks better. A little bit of fur on his wrist where it's bending here. Show a little bit of bending there. There we go. So if we turn off that layer, it's getting there. Still needs some adjusting. Hands are tough. I don't know if anyone said this on the internet ever before, but hands are kind of tough. Luna Bunny, hi, hello, how's it going? Hugs are great. Love a good hug. 10 out of 10 friend hugs. Thanks, Luna. Always appreciate your valued input. Yeah, I'm doing a joke that's 3 days old, which means it's already expired from the internet. I was just gonna be like, why is everyone talking about my boyfriend? Like, why is everyone talking about Robinhood all of a sudden? And of course, it's like, it's way past due, so that's okay though. I still wanted to draw him. Hands are easy. You just draw the palm and then you draw the fingers. It's so easy. It's so easy. What are you talking about? We do his wrist more down like that. Make him a bit skinnier at the wrist. Just exaggerate that a little bit. Oops. Get that wrist bone back in there. Maybe straighten this part out. How's that looking? Let's have this pinky stick out a little bit more. Something more like that. There we go. Starting to get there. Maybe have this fur tuft go out in that direction. Nah, actually, nah. Let's have it stay that way. Then get his bow in there. So, to draw a bow, here's your how to draw a bow tutorial. You draw a D. It's the letter D. It's the long, skinny D. Let me see what you guys are up to. I haven't really checked chat in a minute. Tib, how's it going? Hi, Tib. Sorry I missed you. Memer, your Adobe Animate videos on YouTube helped me, and I could complete my animation for university. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Memer. Really appreciate that. I'm glad they could be helpful. And hey, very cool dog. Is that the PogChamp for today? Is that the PogChamp du jour? Draw a long skin. See, I told you, it's easy to draw a bow. You just gotta draw the D. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. You didn't hear earlier, I was doing a game jam. We made a game in 48 hours. And I am dead tired. But I'm really glad we did it. It's a huge learning experience. It was a lot of fun. The game's not in a point where I'd want to show it off. There's still some work I'd like to polish up on it before sharing with you guys, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I think you guys will like it. It was a lot of fun, but oh man, it was a lot of work. A lot of really late nights. Which I enjoy. I enjoy doing a little bit of crunch. It sort of takes me back to my college days. Crunch is a lot more fun if you're doing it for fun and not for work. I'd probably, when I clean up this bow, I'd probably just use the pen tool, TBH, rather than sketching it by freehand, but that looks good enough for now. Beep beep boop boo. See, I think it goes a bit too long here. Shorten that up. Having that little window in the top right corner so you can kind of get a thumbnail view of your image is so helpful. I've started doing that with Toon Boom. I have like a separate camera window open on the top right, and it's super helpful for looking at your animation from afar. There we go. I love his long flowing hair we gave him. I hope so comes. I really hope so. I don't want to feel the consequences of you guys not liking my video game that I made. Thank you, Mitzi. I've never worked so hard on a shitpost. Oh my god. Let's see. Get his knuckles in there. I've never heard a remix of this song. This is pretty great. I mean, one that wasn't a meme. Let's see, get his fleshy bits in there. Some knuckles. Hands are tough. Join these two together, maybe. Dun, dun, dun. Ding, 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 ding. Get his finger out here. Try not to tangent too much with his chest there. Trying to keep those two images separate so it's not visually confusing. Let's take out this knuckle. Do 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 do. Okay. Can probably get rid of our blue layers here. Merge our sketch layers so they're together. Oops. Wrong merge. Merge these two. There we go. I'm glad I checked that. That would have been annoying. You think so, Smooper? Long hair is pretty good, not gonna lie. Robinhood with long hair. Kinda great. Let's see. Scene for his arm here. Really exaggerate that skinniness that he has. Very skinny. I like this song, but lyrics kind of mix me up. I'm gonna skip this one. Hey, Stupid Steve, how's it going? I love Zelda. I love Zelda, the video game. Do-do-do-do. Zelda's probably my favorite superhero. It's gotta be said. Round out this muscle right here. Straighten out this part. See, his hand's looking a bit big, but I think it's just because his forearm got so skinny in comparison. Like, sometimes it's not the thing itself, it's the things around it contrasting it that make things look off. You probably wouldn't even see much of his sleeve. Maybe a little bit, like in here. See, let's bring out his tunic a little bit. It's Tunic Tuesday, isn't it? Hey, TibboTube, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Helps out the channel a lot. Thank you. I did a commercial for We Bare Bears, so I didn't work on an episode, but I did work with the director and made a commercial for them for Cartoon Network. Heaven cool. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. And hey, Tay2458. Hello, hello. Oh, I love Animal Crossing music. It's so chill. This is fun. This is relaxing. I like drawing Robinhood and just hanging out with you guys. This has been a good decision. That thing at the beginning though was weird. Just Twitch being Twitch. Par for the course. That's how streaming goes. Let's see. Maybe thin out his shoulder a little bit. Not make it so high up. I haven't drawn something just for fun in a while. Usually the thing I'm working on or drawing on here is for an objective of some sort. Hey, Stupid Steve, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Those buff pup emotes, so cute. Do 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 do. Ba-na-na-na. Hi, hello. Thank you for the follow, Tay. Appreciate it. And Heaven cool. I don't know if I said hi to you already, but hello. Hi, hello. What's his belt look like? Just normal ass belt. Just the belt ass belt. Hell yeah. Hell fuck yeah. Let's thin it out in mine though. Let's Let's make it a pretty thin belt. Yeah, good decision. I think so. One thing that I've learned from at least digital drawing is using the eraser just like a brush. Like, I use the eraser almost 50% of the time I use the brush. They really go hand in hand to kind of carve out the line and the shape that you want. Let's see, and then if we follow this line, oops, if we follow this line like that, and this being like his linea alba of sorts, that kind of shows us where the middle of the belt would be. Right about there. Like that. A little belt buckle. Teeny belt buckle. Just like that. And then his tunic kind of folds into it. Like that. His tunic in it. Your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Pura. Hope you had a good one. What all do you draw? I like drawing everything. I don't like drawing cars, which means I draw cars a lot. Because I want to get better at it. Yeah, I try to draw everything. Oh, see you, Tay. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate it. And hey, Curious Cat. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? How is your day going, more importantly? Your birthday's in 6 days? Happy early birthday. If we... Be sure to remind us, Smooper. We'll wish you an actual birthday on your birthday. So many great birthdays. Lee, Smooper, Puro. Gums, I had a Scott Robertson book on drawing Hot Wheels help me draw cars. What? That sounds perfect. Hold on. I need to actually look this up. That sounds super helpful, Gums. Why have I never thought about just drawing Hot Wheels instead of actual cars? Oh my gosh. That's such a good idea. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see, and then his skirt, kind of like that. I think that works. He could rob my riches any day. Curious Cat, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Leah's another year older now, Kappa. That's such a Kappa thing. What a Kappa thing to do. Yeah, I'm not sure how long I'll stream for. I was thinking of just doing a short one today. Maybe another 30 minutes or so? Sound good? Sounds good. Let's see. Let's figure out his leggy legs. Do 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 do. Still young and tender, Keppo. I like Keppo. There are 3 stages to Kappa. There's the baby Keppo, growing into older Kappa, and then becomes old Kappa Ross with the afro. Let's see. make a new layer so I don't mess anything up. So, his legs confuse me. So here's one leg, like that, right? That's that leg, and then his other leg. I think I drew it too long in the sketch. I think it would be going down something like that. Mayhaps, perhaps. And his ankle's down here. Something like that. And you'd have his feet boots. Give him a little... This helps me with drawing characters. Give him a little ground to stand on. Give him a little placemat that they can stand on top of. Kind of helps me figure out how the feet should be sitting on it. And the feet are made of 2 parts. So there's like middle part, your heel, and then toes. His toes in this case are triangular. So, something like this. I'm drawing his feet, even though I don't think I'm gonna have feet in the final image. I think I'm gonna crop him off right about here. But, it's good drawing practice, isn't it? It's supposed to be just for fun anyway. A little bit of practice. Is this Smash Bros? Sounds like Smash Bros. Supposedly this playlist is stream friendly, according to the person that uploaded it onto youtube.com, but we'll see. It's a nice playlist. I like all the music and the order they come in. Oh, I see. His shoes are more like socks, actually. They don't really have collars on them. More like have this sort of thing. Or like just cloth around his feet. Coming into a point. Sort of like that. Then we can clean up this sketch a little bit and just thin out those lines. What do you guys usually make for breakfast? Like, you know what? I'm pretty good at, like, figuring out dinner, but breakfast and lunch are, like, 2 meals I never know what to do for. Lo-fi hip-hop? This is, a Nintendo playlist, is what we're listening to. Eggs? Just eat bagels. Bagels are okay. Normally hash browns. Hash browns are so good. I love hash browns. Let's see. So get the 3 part of his feet here. Middle part. Scientifically, that's what it's called. The middle part. And then the heel. Best song ever? Probably best song ever. And then get his toes down in here. And since he's Robin Hood, and come to a little point like this. And then they're kind of like, they're sort of just socks on his feet, really. That's all he can afford is just little green socks. Simon is back again. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Was asking if you listen to lo-fi. Sometimes. Lo-fi is a bit boring for me. It's a bit generic. I like video game soundtracks a lot. Usually, depends what I'm doing, but usually I'll actually listen to Let's Plays when I'm working. That's like my favorite thing to listen to. I like Oni Plays. I like Super Mega a lot. I used to listen to Game Grumps, not so much anymore, but I used to listen to a lot of Game Grumps. Curry Puff, that sounds good. What is Paratha? I'm not sure what that is. Curry Puff sounds really good though. I don't think I'm getting tired of oatmeal, but I'm getting a little tired of oatmeal. Yeah, dim sum's awesome. I love dim sum. Do 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 do. Okay. I think I like his green socks. I think that's probably close enough. Green sock lad. Maybe make his toes a little bit longer here. Yeah, I can't wait to work more on my game. Because it's such a shitpost, because like the art's very like stupid. I want it to be fun to play. I want it to like feel really nice when you play it. It's the most important part, because the art is definitely not the draw for that game. It was so fun making art for it. Like some of my favorite art to draw is like drawings I don't care about. That's some of my favorite stuff to draw. Caring about how the drawing turns out is so much work. It's nice to not do that. Like I said, I probably will cut him off at the feet. Sorry, Fox, but just drawing his feet just kind of for fun and to figure him out a little bit. Feet are tough. What is French toast again? It's like thick bread that you cook with an egg and then you put maple syrup on it. It's like you soak a bread in egg and then you put it in a frying pan and it makes it like... It doesn't make it eggy, it makes it like thicker. It's hard to explain. But then you put maple syrup on it and it's really good. Yeah, it's really easy to make. I've never made it. Maybe once. Not a big bread fan. If you're new here, I don't like bread. The idea of eating bread for breakfast disgusts me. It is good though. I've had it before and it's good. Let's see. Let's get rid of some of these lines. I think that's looking cute. Do his quiver. His widow quiver. See, we don't need this line anymore. But to kind of keep with that Xerox pattern, maybe we can just indicate a little bit of construction lines. I really like the Xerox look on those old Disney movies. That's looking cute. So that's his legs. Let's delete his legs where they're cutting through his skirt. Like this. There we go. And we can merge those together. He's coming along. Look at his little short little legs. He looked like a corgi. Probably did make his legs too short. Probably should have went with the measurements we took earlier, but that's okay. It's good to note for next time I draw him. I'll definitely draw him again. He's one of those characters. It's like, Gadget Hack Wrench. It's like, and Lola Bunny. Like, the characters I want to learn how to draw really well. Smooper, here's a debate. Pancakes, French toast, or waffles? That's no debate. The answer is clearly waffles. Anyone who says otherwise is just plain wrong. Clear and simple. This has been my debate. Let's do a new layer. Comes get out. Does that mean you don't like grilled cheese sandwich? Well, the cheese makes up for the bread around it. I'll eat a sandwich, but it's like, the sandwich has stuff in it. I don't know if you know this, Mitchie, but there's like people in this world that just eat bread like by itself. It's insane to me. Why would you eat a container? It's like the bread's supposed to hold stuff. It serves a function. It's not meant to be eaten alone. Pancakes are best, get out. I'm making a new stream rule. If you like anything other than waffle, get out. Okay. I think that looks good. If we flip it. Seems good. Might be a little big, but maybe that's okay. Kind of helps it read a little better. Water is wet, I swear. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I agree, by the way. Water is definitely wet. Rob from the rich to give to myself. So this is his quiver. Merry Christmas, by the way. Then we'll make a new layer. Here. I think we'll use our tools to our advantage and just draw one arrow. Just duplicate it for the other ones. Yeah. It's not cheating. It's using our tools to our advantage. That's what they're there for. Plenty of traditional artists back in the day would use photocopiers and rearrange their drawings. Use X-Acto knives, cut and paste. Use post-it notes to redraw sections of art. Same things, just digital tools to do it. Water is wet, but oil is not. Interesting. Vrienden forehead Leven. Hi, Whirl. How's it going? Dude, the game is done. We did it. We fucking did it, fam. I'm so excited to keep working on it. I was telling the stream, like, there's a little bit of polish I want to do on it before I show it off. But I'm really glad. All the pieces are there. It just needs a little, like, tuning up. I was telling them, like, the draw is definitely not the art. So I want it to, like, feel good to play, you know? It sounded like Mitchie got to play it, which is cool. So it sounds like you can download it and play it. We got our first, beta tester. Rope? Bombs? I'm sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Dude, all those CG Morshoes running around YouTube. It's awesome. You want to be a beta tester? Yeah, I was tempted to post it in stream. Well, I really do want to fix it up before posting it. Maybe I'll post it in the supporter only chat. So if you're a supporter of the stream, either on Patreon or Twitch, I'll go ahead and post the work in progress game in there. But we'll show it off for free too. Like, we'll definitely get it to a place where we can show it on stream. Okay, there's one arrow. Let's do another one. Move it over here. Please break our game. Please break it, Mitchie. Come back when you're a little richer. This is illegal, you know. What's that game called again? That's the Zelda CDI game. There's Wanda Gamelon and there's Faces of Evil, I think are what the two are called. Love those cutscenes. Oh my gosh. There's a compilation of just all the cutscenes that's like 30 minutes long. And I will watch the full thing. If it gets started playing, I will finish it. It's amazing. It's an amazing piece of media. Let's see, delete that. Looks okay. I think I want to redraw that last arrow. So let's blue it out. Make it nice and blue. Draw over the top of it. Meant your game? I'm gonna keep it a secret. I'm gonna keep the title a secret. Okay, let's... I think I just wanted it to be a little bit wider. Like so. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, while I just do a little drawing for myself for fun. This is a nice way to start the day. That's my favorite way to start the day. Shade that in a little. Thicken that line up. There we go. Jay Crystalline, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We out here. We drawing Fox boys. It's not gonna be on Steam. Oh my gosh, I'm not paying $100 to get that game on Steam. If you guys want to give me $100 to put it on Steam, I'll do it. But no, that game is not worth putting on Steam. It'll be free. Yeah, I think it'll be on itch.io is where you'll be able to download it once we got it all finished. Okay. I'm glad people are so interested in checking it out, though. It'll be fun to show it. Hey, G Fantasty, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We've got our first review. It's a shitpost. Michi Banana. Our first glowing review. Thank you. Let's see, I meant to draw this on a different layer. Oops. Big oops. Merge that down. Let's group these together. This is a group. There's our quiver. This layer's supposed to go there. Tristorio, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. 5 out of 5 stars. Thank you, Mitchie. I'm glad you like our shitpost game. I forgot to draw his whatchamacallit. No, not that whatchamacallit. His other whatchamacallit. Let's see. The little strappy? The strappy to hold his quiver in place? I don't know what the name for that would be. Hello? Hello? Oh, whoops. I merged that onto the wrong layer. Here, let's undo. That goes there. I guess we can... Well, I can take that, cut that, paste it there, merge that down. So there's his body. There's his quiver. Okay, there we go. We're on track. Mask it out. It's the wrong mask, so invert it. Oh wait, I need to select it again. I'm dead tired. I don't know if I mentioned that already. So if I mess up doing a layer mask, please don't report me to the police. Please don't do it. There we go. That looks good. And then let's draw his strappy strap. Little strappy. A little strappy to hold your arrows with, mister. Let's see, so we'd probably go over here. This is another thing that can really show volume, is things like straps going across your character. If I were to draw this flat, it would really flatten out his chest and everything. So I want to make sure to have it go over his body in a rounded fashion, going over his chest, and then back over his trapezius is the muscle right there, going over his trapezius. This trapezius pleases us. Delete those lines. Delete these. Get this line here. It's a little thin. I think I want to thicken it up a little bit. Just move this down like that. This is Smash Bros, right? This sounds like Smash Bros. Pretty sure. Hey, Aiden Drake. Yeah, I swear this is a Smash Bros song. Is it from Melee? It's like one of the levels. Mitchie, don't call the drawing police, please. He's not holding anything. He's just got his hand up. Oops. And since this strap is going over his body right here, then his clothes would be... his clothes here would be going under it. So let's get rid of these. Like that. Fix that wrinkle up. So it's more like this. Goes with his strap. Like that. Get rid of this. And this. Bum 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 bum. Beep boop bo ba 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 bo. What happened to the layer mask here? Did I just literally actually delete it? Oops. I guess that's okay. Didn't mean to do that though. I try to work non-destructively if I can, especially on props. Oh my gosh, I try not to actually delete things from the props. Just in case I want to rotate it or move it later. Well, that's looking good. I think that's looking cute. Like I said, we'll probably cut off his legs. Sorry, Fox, but it has to be done. They cannot be saved. So yeah, if we were to draw a box, just to kind of imagine what the composition is going to look like, it's going to look something like this. Maybe like something like this will be our composition. I think that looks good. That's probably a good place to stop. I think you guys get an idea what we're going for here. This is fun. Thanks for hanging out with me while I do some de-stressing drawing. This was fun. Did I say how fun this was? This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out, keeping me company. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day. We'll pass the love on to somebody. Let's see who we can pass the love on to. If you're taking off, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Let's see what friendo we can pass the stream on to. But yeah, if you guys want to follow me anywhere else, here's my social media. If you want to check out my other stuff, my daily whoring myself out. There you go. Okay, let's see. Let's find a good stream to send you guys to. That's a good one. That's also a good one. There's a couple people we haven't rated in a while. Let's do Prudence. Prudence is a very chill stream. I think Prudence is a really good Monday stream. If you guys don't follow Planet Prudence, they make super cute artwork. I like their stuff a lot. See you, Sammy. Thanks for stopping by. So here's the stream we're gonna raid. Make sure to give them lots of follows, lots of love. We'll do /raid Planet Prudence. Oops. Here, let me type oops. /raid Planet Prudence. There we go. Yeah. Give Prudence lots of follows, lots of say hi's from me. And I'll see you guys over there. Take it easy. We love you. Bye 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 bye.